everyone, and welcome to Anand Rathi Wealth Presents Champions of Growth, because success isn't just about numbers, it's about trust, perseverance, and the people who make it happen. So, that is exactly what this series is dedicated to, those people who have spent over a decade shaping their careers with Anand Rathi Wealth, growing alongside the company, and making, of course, a lasting impact. And today, a true example of hard work, integrity, and unwavering client dedication is Viraj Shah, who joined Anand Rathi Wealth in 2014 as an AM, climbed the ranks to become an RM, and is a true testament to his deep-rooted client relationships. So let's talk about a little bit more about him, the fact that he's a passionate music teacher, his greatest joy, his family, and of course about his professional milestones. And Viraj, tell us a little bit more how you started off at the company as an AM. You worked your way up. What was the real defining or turning point in your career?
Uh, Thank you, Avan, for having me here today. I mean, I truly appreciate the opportunity, to come here and have a conversation with you. So I think when I first joined Anand Rathi in 2014, I was excited to step into a new role, that could challenge me or help me grow professionally. And today I can hardly believe it's already 10 years and time really flies, especially when you're surrounded by people who only motivate you to go forward. I think back then, when I talk about the company, I mean, we were smaller in size. We had a modest approach at that time. The AUM size at that time was somewhere around 4,500 crores, which has now turned into a listed company, having a market cap of more than 15,000 crores. And, we have an AUM of upwards of 75,000 crores. So I think as the company grew, so did I. My career trajectory at Anand Rathi has evolved significantly. I think, as you said, for the first 3 years, my main job was an account manager, which is nothing but helping the current RM, right? In making IRRs, doing analysis for him, also helping him in everything that he wants during the meeting. From there, I transitioned into a role of a relationship manager, which came with new responsibilities. I think starting my own book, and then becoming a private banker and now managing more than 40 relationship is something that I'm really glad that, I've seen this in the company. And, I've been, I think it's a thrilling ride that I'm part of this company, which consistently thrives to improve.
That's great. And look at all that you've achieved as well. Any unique factors about the organization which inspired you to stay with the company for this longer period, 10 years plus?
I think many. I mean, I'm filled with gratitude for the growth that I've witnessed out here. I mean, not only growth, I would say the people that I've met, the experiences that has shaped me to become what I am today, professionally as well as personally. I think the best one would be the organizational culture. All of us out here has the same mindset, and we don't see each other as colleagues. We're just like a big family who's helping each other at every stage. I think the second thing will be an exceptional work-life balance, which I don't know if any other company at this moment gives. One more thing which I really appreciate is that we have one international offsite each and every year. This gives us chance to meet, all the employees pan India, as well as introduce our own families to our leaders. So I think it's a wholesome family experience that has held me here for 10 years.
That's wonderful. And I think it's this culture that allows the employees to really thrive. Any challenge that you faced in your role and how you managed to overcome it?
I think, one of the significant challenge that I faced was during the onset of COVID-19. I mean, the markets were choppy, they were extremely volatile. Many clients were, understandably anxious about their investments. A lot of them were considering to, pull out at that market levels, which could be worse for them. So our approach, was to stay focused on providing them clear, empathetic communication. We created notes, we had webinars to reassure them that, what is the importance of having a long-term Anand Rathi strategy by maintaining regular communication. And I think being transparent on what all we are doing for their existing investments has actually helped clients to stay the course. I think this experience not only strengthened our relationship, but also helped in building trust. And, they really appreciated the support that we had given at that challenging time.
I couldn't agree more. And, it's at a time like this that you really need to lean on your organization. So, tell us a little bit more about your approach to building and maintaining long-term relationships with clients, how it's evolved over the years.
Yeah, right. So I think, my approach in building and maintaining long-term relationship is very simple. They're rooted in like three main points. One is trust, second is transparency, and third is understanding their unique goals. I think listening is the most important aspect of communication. And, the strategy that we follow is such that the advice that we are giving to the client is on their entire balance sheet, even if we don't manage that amount. This really helps in strengthening a relationship with the clients. I think especially post COVID, the challenges that we navigated together has actually transformed our, client relationship into something like a family bond, where, now I am also involved in some small personal decisions that they take. So I can give you one example. I mean, I successfully onboarded, one client through a cold call. This was when I started having my own relationship. Over time, the relationship grows so well that today we don't only have the entire portfolio of that client, but all of his close friends' portfolio is also managed by Anand Rathi. So I think, providing them peace of mind and showing them that we genuinely care does the trick.
Okay. And what advice do you want to give someone who has recently joined Anand Rathi Wealth? They want to build a long-term career here. What do you want to tell them?
I think, see, whoever has just joined Anand Rathi, I think, and they want to build a long-term career out here, there are 3, 4 points to follow, which I think, according to me, I've followed and it works. One is, focus on building trust. I think in wealth management, trust is everything. Take the time to understand the client's needs and offer them solutions. Be honest and be transparent. The second one is, building strong relationship with colleagues. I mean, at Anand Rathi, the key is having teamwork. Don't hesitate to take help or learn from product team or senior leaders. I think the third one will be patience. Persistence is the key. Building a successful career in wealth management takes time. And, you may face a lot of challenges along the way, but be patient and remain focused on the goals and you will achieve them. And I think the last but not the least would be follow the process. I think at Anand Rathi, we have a strong management who takes organizational calls after considering each and every factor. So that is my mantra, that I blindly follow the process. I think if you just focus on these 4, 5 principles, you will strive at Anand Rathi.
Oh, okay, that's good to know. But before we let you go, let's do a quick rapid fire round, Anand Rathi edition. Is there been any trait that has really helped you succeed here at Anand Rathi Wealth?
I think one trait that I've learned out here is in every adversity, there is an opportunity because, challenges are inevitable. But every time that comes in, you start innovating and, that helps me to improve.
Okay. What's the next goal for you personally and professionally?
I think professionally, the goal would be to reach 500 crores as soon as possible. And if I do that, then personally, I will have 1 crore Form 16 is what I aim at.
Wonderful. Can you tell us a word that you would use to describe Anand Rathi Wealth?
I think home away from home. Yeah.
That's wonderful. And tell us, about one of your favorite hobbies or a little bit more about you.
I mean, I love traveling and I love music. I think if there are any concerts, is what I would like to go there and enjoy. I think that's all.
All right. Thank you so much for joining in. It's really been encouraging hearing about your journey and all that you've achieved so far. And dearly wishing you all the very best with your unwavering commitment to growth as you continue your journey at Anand Rathi Wealth.
Thank you so much, Avan. Thank you so much.